Hello everyone, it's me, DillysSims. Welcome back to my channel. Today is Speed Build Sunday, the day of the week where I build whatever I want, because I can. Sort of. I say that every week, but this week, I don't want to say was propositioned. I was asked by a friend to build this. So, I have a friend who is a real estate agent, and so there is a plot of land a few towns over which will be converted into duplexes. And so I decided, let me rephrase that. So he asked me if I could create the house, just the shell, and send him photos because it's hard for people or clients to see the lot without there being a building there, and just by pictures. So me being the greatest friend in the whole wide world, I did. I mean, I need to build stuff for this channel anyway, so why not? It gives me more practice building, and I love it. Like, this is therapy. People like go and pay people money to talk about their feelings, and you know how people I don't know, play sports and people do other things like that, and that's their therapy. This is my therapy. After a long day, all I want to do is sit at my computer, maybe have a glass of wine, and play The Sims. It's very grown up. So yeah, he sent me some photos of some sketches of what the house, or actually it's a duplex with 2 units, what the duplex will look like, and he sent me floor plans. I did not copy the floor plans. So the floor plans are all me. That's probably why the bedrooms are huge. And a big bedroom is nice and dandy in the real world, and like it's a huge plus, but when you're a simmer, when you're trying to build, it is not a plus because that is a whole bunch of extra space that you're going to have to furnish. And then you have to take into consideration spacing of everything. You don't want it to look too cluttered, and you don't want it to look like a first-person sim house. Does that make sense? Because like when you build your first house, and so you build like a box, and you put windows everywhere, and then you think, oh, I really like a hot tub. A hot tub should go here. I really like this chair. This chair could go here, and there's no, like, space. You want it, or, not, excuse me, not space. And there's no fluidity to the space of a room. It's just like a hot mess of items that you liked. Yeah. So that's a struggle I had to face with, or had to come to terms with this build. Yeah, but que sera, sera. Whatever will be, and it's already done. So yeah. I have stories for you guys this week. I know you guys clicked on this video and were thinking, wow, this is going to be a really long video. I wonder if Dilly has enough to talk about. Oh, honey. Yes, I do. So, where do I start? My Instagram game is strong right now, so follow me on Instagram. Just a selfish plug. But follow me on Instagram at DillyApollinario, and it's on my Snapchat, same name, Dilly Apollinario. Yeah, that's going really strong. I'm almost at 100. I started in November, so I'm almost at 100 followers. Nah, humble brag. Anyways, but that doesn't matter. I went to go see Sex and the City live. I know, it was amazing. I think I talked about it last week, or I think I did. Anyways, so Sex and the City live is where you go and you buy tickets, and this club puts it on every year. And drag queens reenact 2 episodes of Sex in the City. And the 2 episodes this year were Freak Show and The Cheating Curve. If you're a huge Sex and the City fan, if not, that's okay. I'm just a huge Sex and the City fan. Like, it's ridiculous. But anyways, so I went with my cousins and I had such a great time. I got very, very drunk. And where does my story begin? Okay, so I went during intermission between the 2 episodes that they put on, the drag queens. I decided I need to go use the bathroom, so I went I went to the bathroom, came back out, and there was a little folding table with their Sex and the City merchandise that the club made. So it's a graphic tee of Carrie, Miranda, Samantha, and Charlotte, the drag queens, playing them in cartoon form, and I wanted one, right? So I went up to the man and I said, okay, how much is this? And he said, it's $30. And $30 for a t-shirt? Oh my gosh, you'd have to be crazy. But I am crazy. So then I said, do you take debit? And he said, no, it's only cash only, but that's okay. We have an ATM around over there by the door. So I said, fine. I went to the ATM, stuck my card in, and the drag queen who played Samantha Jones came out on stage, and she was like, is everyone having a good time? And everyone was going, yeah. And she said, okay, I have one t-shirt here for a lucky audience member who can answer one of my questions. Who knows Sex in the City? And everyone's like started screaming and throwing their hands up in the air, and I was like, me, oh God, please, me. And like, again, I had my card in the ATM machine. I was ready to buy it. And I was like, me. And so she chose she chose this random older lady who seems really nice. And so the random older lady went up, and I said, you know what? There's no way I'm gonna get that t-shirt now because, you know, the trivia is probably super easy. So I started punching my numbers for my pin. And then Samantha Jones asked, so what, the episode that we just did, what is the name of the episode we just did? And the woman went, oh, I don't know. I don't know the episode. And just because I'm crazy, and I have never wanted a t-shirt so bad in my life, guys. It was bad. I wanted it so bad. So I screamed from the very back of the club. I screamed, the cheating curve! And she was like, yeah, the cheating curve. And then she said, okay, here's another question. I kept my card in the ATM, and I was just watching the lady, right? And then she said, okay, so what season is this from? And the woman looked at Samantha Jones and said, I don't know what season this is from. And of course, from the back, because I wanted this more than I wanted anything else in my life, I screamed, season 2! Because it was season 2. And she was like, yes, it was. And she said, okay, I'm going to give you a very easy question. Again, this is the third chance she gave this older woman. And she said, and it was such an easy question that, like, if you're a huge fan of Sex and the City, you would know this. She said, what is the name of the actress who plays Charlotte York? And that's one of the main characters. That's one of the main actors. If you're a huge fan of a TV show, you're going to know the names of the main actors, most likely. Or maybe that's just me. But the lady looked at her and said, oh, I don't know any of the actors' names. And I'm like, are you even a fan? What are you doing here? And I didn't scream this time because I realized I was being a huge public nuisance. And so Samantha Jones just said, that's okay. You did a very good job, sweetie. And so she started like slightly not pushing her off the stage, but like telling her to get off the stage. And an employee who works at the club was maybe a few feet away from me, and she was like, go up there, go. And I was like, me, really, me? And so I started going up there. Even before Samantha Jones said or chose somebody else, I was already on my way on my way up. Like, I wanted this t-shirt so bad. And then, of course, she gave me an easy question. She couldn't give me a tough question. I know so much Sex and the City trivia, it's ridiculous. I thought that all of this information would serve me never. But it did. So I walked up on stage, and Samantha Jones said, okay, I'm going to give you an easy one. I already said that. Anyways, and so I was ready. I felt like I was on Jeopardy or The Price is Right or Family Feud or something where it matters a lot, you know? And she said, how many seasons of Sex in the City are there? And oh my gosh, 6. Like, that is so easy. If you're a fan of any TV show, you would know that. You would know how many seasons there are of your favorite TV show. And so I said 6, and she said, "Oh, congratulations, here's your t-shirt." And I said, "Oh my God, thank you so much." And I asked if I could hug her, and she said yes, and I hugged her. It was so good. And my cousins were recording me, and so I walked back to our table, and I started, like, I threw the t-shirt on top of the shirt that I was wearing, and I was pretending like I was on The Price is Right or something. I was pointing at it going, "Ah!" It was so good. It was such a great night. Ugh. I'm like, just that alone, if we only did that, I would be happy. But then we went to many bars, and I only drank Cosmos. I had, I'm going to say five Cosmos that night, because we went to 3 bars, and then I had 2 at Oasis in San Francisco. So that makes, 5. 5 Cosmos. That's a lot of sugar. But that's okay. That's my favorite drink. I love that drink. And I just got very, very drunk, and that was okay. I healed up nicely. The next day, I went back to my cousin's house, and we watched several hours of Sex and the City, because we were all on a Sex and the City high. It was so good. And then I went home. My parents weren't as excited about me winning a t-shirt as I was, but that's okay. I guess it's just not their cup of tea. Drag queens and Sex and the City, both. But yeah, I have another story though, and this just happened to me today. So I'm recording this on a Thursday because I am going to go see Dan Savage in San Francisco. I know, I'm just living la vida loca. These past 2 weeks, I've been going to San Francisco every weekend, and I'm so happy. Like, I love San Francisco. It's my own little personal New York. I can put on my best clothes, and I won't get judged by people because other people in San Francisco dress well. It's not just like me in my small town where I just dress better than everyone and everyone else is like jealous of me. You know? Wow, I'm so conceited. I sound so conceited. But I'm not, I promise. Where was I going with this? I lost my train of thought. Oh, yes. My cousin gave me tickets to go see Dan Savage this Friday. And I'm so happy because I'm going with one of my close friends, Michael. He's actually the one who told me to, or asked me, he didn't tell me. He asked me if I could make this build for him. And I'm excited. But I have teacher classes the next day because to be a substitute teacher, not substitute, summer school teacher, I have to take some classes before the summer classes start. So, and I'm so nervous because it's different than my other teaching classes that I've taught, you know, like the after school programs that I've taught. It's so different because this is not 2 hours after school. This is like 6 hours a day, Monday through Friday for 6 weeks. I'm going to be in charge of these children's lives. It's, so surreal. I'm kind of scared, but I'll be fine. Whew. Anyways, that was not the story. Today, I got lunch, and today's Thursday, so I always get nacho cheese fries from a local restaurant, and it's just the fattiest meal ever, and I love it. That's why Thursdays are my cheat day, because this is what I eat. I eat nacho fries. I just pile on all the carbs. So I went, ate lunch, came back home. Once I got home, I got a text message from a friend of mine that I went on a few dates with, this person that I went on a date with. And he was like, "Hey, I want to know if you wanted to get lunch." And I said, no, I already ate lunch, but I can just hang out with you if you want. And he said, "Cool, great, amazing." So I got in my car and I started driving, and I got off the freeway, and this is a town over. So I got off the freeway, and all of a sudden my car just stopped. Like, if I accelerated, it wouldn't accelerate as I was getting off the freeway. And so I coasted from the freeway down the street a little bit and luckily a Safeway parking lot. I was so lucky. I didn't have to get out of my car. I didn't have to push. I just coasted. And so I called him, and luckily he was just getting Panda Express across the street. And I said, "Hey, I had some car troubles, and this is not me canceling on you." And he said, "Okay, that's fine." And then I said, "So can you drive me back to my house so I can get a canister of gas to put in my car?" And he said, "Yeah, I'm eating lunch right now. If you want to just walk across the street and we'll hang out and then I'll take you to your car." And I said, "Yeah, great." So this person that I went on one date once and then was going to join him on his lunch break took me to my, no, so I met him at Panda Express. He drove me to my house, like 15 minutes away, then drove me back. And I was like, wow, he's a really nice guy, because it's not like we've been dating a while. It's just like, it's so weird. I'm like, I feel like it's weird, but it's probably super normal, and he's just a nice person. But then he didn't, it was just, I was just taken aback that he didn't want anything. I was like, "So do you want anything? I could stop here at Safeway and, you know, buy you an energy drink, coffee. I can buy you your next meal." And he's like, no, I'm good. I'm fine." And I was just taken aback that people are still so nice. Sometimes I expect people to not be nice for some reason. I don't know why I would expect him to not be nice, but it was, yeah. So then, anyways, so I got the canister. My family has, no joke, 4 canisters of gas for our lawnmower. Why is it that all of them were empty except one? And the one that was empty only was half full, so that's 1 gallon. So he drove me back. I put it in my car. My car didn't want to start, so I walked to the gas station. Because at this point, the guy that brought me back to my car, he left. So I walked to the nearby gas station, filled up my canister of gas, walked it over to my car, and then I filled it up, prayed. I literally prayed a little bit, and it worked. My car started up, and I just had a feeling it was the gas. And it's so weird because my car is digital, and it said I had 45 miles until I was empty. So I don't know what's going on there. This is not the first time that this has happened to me. I've had that happen to me with 35, but that was maybe 2 years ago. Maybe a year and a half ago. Yeah, the last time that I ran out of gas was maybe a year and a half ago, because I was still friends with my friend Heather. My ex-friend, because we're no longer friends, obviously. Yeah. Yeah. But that's a story for another day. I don't think I've told that story here on YouTube. But yeah, that's definitely a story for another day. A day where I have nothing to talk about. But my life is so interesting that I will always have things to talk about. I just rolled my eyes at myself. My life is not that interesting. Speaking of which, I started a vlog channel. I know. As if I needed more to do. I started a vlog channel. It's just, there's only one video out so far. I'm recording this on Thursday. Maybe there'll be another video out by Saturday or Sunday, depending. I am working on a craft video. We'll see. I'm thinking about just sitting in front of my camera and talking for a little bit, because why not? It's like therapy. That's why I do this. It's because it's like therapy. And that channel is just called Dilly. It's also going to be linked in the description box below. And I'm getting close to the end of the video, so let me know what you think of this series, of this build. If you want to see any certain builds be done, let me know in the comment section below. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, do all those fun YouTube things. I'll catch all of you guys next time. Bye, everybody.